All right, it's time for another audiobook review. It's been far too long. All this time I've been listening to all kinds of audiobooks and I haven't put out a video reviewing any, but I finally got a little hair up my ass to do one. So, great audiobook that I want to talk about today is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Just awesome. It's read by Tim Gerard Reynolds. And he also read the Dust series, if you happen to listen to that, another good one. But this is such a cool book. I've been hearing about Red Rising. I'd seen this cover many times. I'd seen the red wing, and I'd seen it. I heard about it, heard little bits and pieces, and I finally looked it up on Goodreads. And basically what I do, I try to know as little as possible as I can about a book if I want to read it. All I want is a thumbs up from one of my friends, or maybe if it's more than 4 stars on Goodreads, that's good enough for me. That's all I need to know. I know that it's popular. I start hearing about it and seeing it. I don't care what the plot is. I kind of care, but I don't. I just want a good book. And the less I know about a book, the better. So if you're like that, if you're like me, just let me tell you, this is a thumbs up. It's a trilogy. Red Rising is the first book in a 3-book trilogy, and this is actually the best time to get into this trilogy because the first 2 books are already out as of right now, and then next week the 3rd book's going to come out. So get into it now before it becomes a TV series or a movie, because it is just that good. The story is just that good. So if you don't want to know any spoilers, if you just want Brian's thumbs up, go listen to the audiobook. Click out now. I'm not going to spoil the book, but in my mind, I'm just super bare bones about the plot and everything. I want to know as little as I can so I get the most out of anything. So it's a good way to do it. I don't even watch movie trailers, as weird as that might sound. So moving on. So Red Rising, it's about it's basically Hunger Games meets Game of Thrones, and in space. And the story follows this kid named Darrow, who's a Martian. He's a red. He lives on Mars. He's not really a Martian. Solar system's been colonized at this point, and the world is a hierarchical place with golds at the top of things, and everything's very specialized. So Darrow's a miner in the Mars helium mines, and he's a red. And spaceship captains that are into math are blues, and real great warriors are blacks, and lieutenants and generals are grays, and ladies of the night, and I was going to say whores, I'm going to say it, are pinks. There's just all kinds of different spectrums of colors, and golds are the leaders. Golds are the other presidents, are the senators, are the dictators of this world. So this world is not a fair place. It's so stratified. It's so keeping the lower classes down. The golds rule everything. And Darrow's plan is to shake that up. So through various events, he is able to actually infiltrate the gold society. And that's what this is all about, is about his journey to try to shake things up and bring pretty much equality to all instead of this stratified society. So back to the audiobook version, Tim Gerard Reynolds is awesome in this audiobook. I love his little Irish accent. He's got different British accents that kind of bring it around, because the Reds have an Irish accent and the Golds have, more of a hoity-toity British accent, kind of. Hard to describe. You'd have to listen to it. So just a great performance. I listened to it at 1.5 speed, and it doesn't lose any of the nuance or the action at all. Sometimes I think audiobook companies slow down the actual natural reading of readers. I've noticed that. Have you noticed that in certain books? And then so you can speed them back up. Who knows? So just the audiobook quality, it's fantastic. It's a great book. Tons of action, blood and guts and fighting, which I really like, and I know a movie or TV show won't be able to do it justice. So get in on the book. Let your imagination run wild. And like I said, it's a bit of the Hunger Games meets Game of Thrones. So there's kind of a child warfare aspect to it. They're going through this academy, and super cool. All these factions and just the plotting, the scheming, the war, the trickery, just so many fun, awesome moments, and I cannot wait to see where the series goes. I'm actually about halfway through the second book right now, but that's for another audiobook review. So get out there, check out Red Rising. I can't think of much else to say about it than get in there. It's awesome. It's fantastic, and it's going to be a big pop culture sensation eventually, guaranteed.